Hello everybody, it's very rainy today. You can see it's just peeing with rain. Where all the tadpoles are over there. And today we're going to show you Frogpool Manor where all the gnomes are and all that. And they're very nice, so let's come and see them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Magical Moon video. I'm here in the Legends barn and just a little update on those patients, the horses from yesterday. They're all doing well. Grace is on her third day of antibiotics and her leg is looking a lot better. It's over that old scar or the scar tissue that she had, but it's improving every day, so that's good news. Little Ginger has had her eye treated and she's out in the field at the moment with the mask and the covering that Jenny made. So on the side where her eye is bad, Jenny's just blanked it off, so no light's getting in, but she can see out of the other one, so she's comfortable and it's really improving, so good news there. Patient number 3, the legend that is Epelander Fouquet, he's getting better, but I think it's a little bit of feeling forlorn after what's happened in the last few days. We've got lots to be getting on with, but one of the biggest developments that happened, some of you may or may not know, we were very kindly gifted this water heater beside me. We nicknamed her Jean the Machine because a lovely lady donated her to us, and she's changed a lot of things because it's instant hot water, we can wash the horses' legs, we can bath them, and we can also do, which is one of our biggest jobs, is making that porridgey mix that the horses have for their dinner. So we're able now to keep one big vat, we've got this big white bucket, we can keep that in here, we can soak it and then directly put it from there into the stables. Before Jenny, I or the kids, whoever, we're having to cart it down in bucket load after bucket load, so it's going to be a much more direct approach. The good news is we've also purchased something else, which is these mangers or these buckets, and they fix directly to the wall, so they're really good. They're nice and soft, so they're not going to damage anything, but more importantly what it means is the horses can eat but they're not able to tip the bowls over, because we do have a serial offender, no pun intended. Grace always knocks her bowl over, and we've got a few that kind of want to play about with it, so we don't want to be wasting any of that really precious food, and we want them to get as much as they can, and this is going to be the ultimate solution. So Jean the Machine, hot water in, big bowl of porridge, and then dish it out to all the horses. We're going to trial run these on the worst offenders, and if it works well, we'll just carry on and we can replicate it for all the other legends. So I think it's going to be really good. As I say, less wastage, everyone's a winner. So we'll just see how it goes. Also, it is part of the renovation of the barn. We are adding those lights. We were very, very kindly gifted from many people on the wish list, and we have about another 8 left to go. I've replaced one here, and I also put another one in when we were doing the initial renovations, or putting the dividers in those stalls beside me. And it is really, really, it's a game changer. There's so much light. It looks really light and airy. So now what we need to do is just carry on and do the other bit. And in this bit where I'm standing now, which is going to be the wash area with the solarium, for now we're going to put in another light on the back, and then every legend will have a light in their stable. So it's going to be really good for Jenny and I when we come down here. We're feeding the horses. We've also got the one for the side of the barn, and someone very kindly brought me a motion sensor. So as we walk round in the dark, the light will come on and we'll be able to see our way to the feed room. So it's just, again, making our lives easier, making it better for everyone, and we can just move about and do stuff which we'd never been able to do before. So all good stuff. The biggest point of that is doing the lighting and the electrics. Originally, I was going to do it in a similar way. If you look back on one of our videos, which is, I think it's called Lighting Up Our World, I put 3 of the big floodlights we were gifted on the front of the house, and I did it all in conduit, which is the tube trunking. Did it all in individual wires, put new switch boxes on, and it looks really, really nice. And I think our front of the house deserves that. However, in the barn, the original idea was to just replace everything we had, but further investigation, there's nothing wrong with the wires. They're actually not that old. They are a bit messy in places, and there's a few joint boxes, switches and power points that I want to put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize every single bit of that copper wire that I can, because it's just so important to use what we can and not waste that precious resource. It's very, very expensive. I've actually got a big roll. I've got 100 meters of the cable that I've had from before, which was, I think it was even here when we moved in, someone left it. So I've put one in. So all I need to do now is buy the cable clips and the joint boxes, and I'm going to be able to really light this place up. So we're going to use what we've got, and we're going to make a really good job of it. So tomorrow is go to the supply store, get the clips. I need to get those joint boxes and a few connectors, and then I'll be able to light up all this whole area with using what we've got and very little of new stuff. So I think it's going to be it's going to be fantastic. It's just, again, another really, really good step moving forward. In Grace and Charlotte's stable, where you can see they're divided with those gates, on the to-do list is the boards we need to clad in between so they don't have the gates. We're trying to make it more horse user friendly. So we'll have the same system, but we'll do the cladding like we've done in here. And then one of the big jobs on that to-do list, which is never ending as you know, is out the back. We're going to have a little hay barn. So as soon as we can get around to that, we'll just wait for the weather to break a bit, and then we can prepare an area, and we're going to have somewhere we can store those 2 bales of hay that we can't or we don't want to have in this lovely area that we've now got here, which we didn't have, which is going to be the wash area and the solarium. So this is going to be where Jenny especially brings them in, gives them a bit of loving, washes their legs off, works her magic on them as she does, and it's just going to be a really, really nice area for them to come into. And it is the middle, it's the communal area of the Legends barn. So we need it clear, and we just need to keep working towards ticking those jobs off. So there's lots to do. On another note, someone mentioned, and I might have said it before, but just to reiterate, it is light and airy at the back of the barn. What we want to do is eventually put windows in the rear of all the stables so the horses can look out, but we'll be able to shut the door in the winter months or whenever needs. But above there, we've got 3 big bays which are completely open. And we're just looking into whether we can, I think I might even be able to make some really heavy canvas blinds so we can just roll them down and roll them up. And I've seen it done before. It's not complicated. It's the old-fashioned pulley system, so we'll be able to lift them up and drop them down. I think it's going to work really well. We just need to look into it. Don't want to go spending loads of money on, you know, fancy shutter, roller blinds or anything. This barn doesn't warrant that. What it needs is a bit of moon magic. So we will see you very soon.